You played football and basketball growing up. You decide when you get to high school, you know what, I'm going to go the basketball route. I'm bigger than a lot of these kids. I think I can have a future in it. Basketball ends up being your first sport once you get into high school.
Yeah, just growing up, I always kind of liked basketball a little more. It was just more fun because, I mean, practice you can kind of like screw around and stuff. But once I got to high school, it just kind of felt more of my passion, and I wanted to dedicate more time to it. So I chose to just stay with basketball.
So junior year is supposed to be the year for you on the basketball court. It's going to be when you impress the recruiters, you're in the starting lineup, you're making plays, but all of a sudden an incoming freshman by the name of Julius Randle walks in amongst a couple other players that kind of gets in your way as being one of the big men in the post and kind of hampers the basketball path a little bit.
Yeah, so we had Julius Randle come in, and then we had another kid named Zach Peters who was there. And both were nationally ranked at the time. Both were around 6'9", 6'10". And at the time I was 6'5", which is pretty tall in high school, but not tall enough for high school basketball. And then we had another kid who came in who was 7'2". His name was Yvonne. And so it just kind of got to be, I wasn't tall enough to play the post position, which was the position I played.
Basketball was supposed to be your path, but these obstacles that were in front of you, like injuries and potential lottery picks, kind of altered that path, and you decided to go back to football. But it wasn't just because of basketball, there was also some emotional reasons behind that as well.
Going into my senior year, it was the junior year, it was July before, my brother ended up passing away in a car accident. And he grew up, he was a huge high school football player. He played both ways at Plano, which at the time was a really big deal because not many people did. He wore the number 74. And so when he passed away, I decided I'm going to go back and play football. Obviously, basketball is not going to be, there's nothing really there for me. I decided to go back and play, and I ended up dedicating my season to him, and I wore his number 2.
It's kind of weird how life works out, where a tragedy like that could ultimately change your life in a way that ultimately helped you down the line, even though an unfortunate tragedy had to be involved.
My whole story is pretty much just like one of perseverance. Yeah, there are unfortunate obstacles, and yes, I do miss my brother, but I'm thankful for the opportunities it's put me in, and just how much I've been blessed just to be here today and be able to sit here in this interview with you.
What would your brother say to you about how you've been able to persevere, to take a word from you?
My brother, one of the last things he told me was, don't make the same mistakes I did. My brother was extremely talented, and he chose some wrong paths during high school, and then so he never really got to go to college and play football. And so now I'm kind of doing this for him and doing it to just bring honor to him too, and bring honor to God, just so I think he'd be proud of me, just because I'm doing what he never got the chance to do.